In the small town of Cana in Galilee, a wedding celebration was taking place. It was a day of joy, music, family, and celebration. The guests had gathered together. People talked, children smiled, families shared food. Everything seemed peaceful. Everything seemed perfect. Among the guests was Jesus. He had been invited to the wedding, along with his disciples. Mary, the mother of Jesus, was also there. And while everyone celebrated, Mary noticed something others had not yet seen. The bride and groom were happy. Their family was proud. The feast was supposed to become a beautiful memory. But something was about to go wrong. The wine had run out. At first, only a few servants knew, but soon everyone would notice. In those days, running out of wine at a wedding was not a small problem. It could bring shame to the groom and embarrassment to the whole family. The servants looked at one another. They were worried. They did not know what to do. There was no easy solution. Mary saw their concern. She understood the problem, and instead of panicking, she went to Jesus. Mary spoke to him quietly. She did not give a long explanation. She simply said, "They have no more wine." Jesus listened. He knew what was happening. He knew the need, and he knew that this moment carried a deeper meaning. Jesus answered that his hour had not yet come, but Mary trusted him. She knew his heart. She knew his power. Mary turned to the servants, and she gave them one simple instruction. Do whatever he tells you. Those words were simple, but they carried great faith. When everything seems impossible, obedience to Jesus opens the way for a miracle. Nearby, there were 6 large stone jars. They were used for the Jewish rites of purification. They were heavy, empty, and waiting. Jesus looked at the servants and said, "Fill the jars with water." The servants may not have understood. The problem was wine, but Jesus asked for water. Still, they obeyed. They went to get water. They carried it back, and they began to fill the jars. The first jar was filled, then the second, then the third, one by one. The servants kept working. Jesus had not asked them to fill the jars halfway, so they filled them completely, all the way to the brim. The jars were full, but to everyone's eyes, it was still only water. There was no sound, no thunder, only silence. Then Jesus gave another instruction. Now draw some out and take it to the master of the banquet. The servant may have been afraid. Take water to the master of the banquet? What if he was embarrassed? What if everyone laughed? But the servant obeyed. He took the cup. He walked through the celebration, and he brought it to the master of the banquet. The master of the banquet did not know where the drink had come from. He simply received the cup and tasted it. Suddenly, his eyes opened wide. It was not water anymore. It was wine. And it was not ordinary wine. It was better than everything that had been served before. The best had come last. The master of the banquet called the groom. He said, "Everyone serves the best wine first, but you have saved the best until now." The groom did not know what had happened. The guests did not know, but the servants knew. They had filled the jars with water, and Jesus had turned it into wine. This was the first sign Jesus performed. Through this miracle, he revealed his glory, and his disciples believed in him. That day in Cana, Jesus showed that where he is present, lack can become abundance. Shame can become joy. and the ordinary can become a miracle. If this story touched your heart, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and write in the comments. Jesus transforms.